Okay, so basically, I want to talk a little bit about how I'm getting back into game collecting and why. Um, this happened sporadically. I was watching, if you go on YouTube, search for The Game Chasers, watch every season, sub them, like them, and then go to 8-Bit Eric and dislike every video of his and unsub him immediately. He's a cocksucker. But anyways, um, so I knew I had a couple consoles laying around and a couple pieces of stuff laying around. So I went and dug and found a Sega Genesis that I knew was around. I did have the TV hookup and the plug-in for it, but I lost that somewhere. It's here in the house somewhere. I know it is, but I just can't find it right now. So that's not a big deal. I'll find it eventually. But I'm getting back into retro gaming. I'm going to collect for the Genesis, basically. I mean, I like Nintendo. There was nothing against Nintendo, but 16-bit was more my thing. Um, the 8-bit was alright, but when 16-bit came out, I had a Super Nintendo. I wasn't Genesis. My cousin had all the Genesis. He had every Sega system possible. He had a Sega. I don't believe he had Sega CD. I think that was one he didn't have. He did have a 32X. And it was just like, it was crazy because when I went over to his house, I always looked at the Sega with the 32X check, and I was like, Jesus, that looks like a fucking horror show. You know, even back then I was like I was young, but I was like, that's a fucking horror show, man. Why the fuck? You know, but I'm probably Jay and Billy's age off the Game Chasers, and I've been gaming since like 84, 85. I got my first Nintendo Entertainment System in 85. And so anyways, I dug some old stuff out. I'm not going to say besides the console what I dug out because that's a surprise I'm going to send to the Game Chasers, the other stuff I got. Um, and they'll have to divide it accordingly. But I know, I've watched your episodes, so I know that they're going to appreciate what I send to them. It'll be well appreciated. Um, but I just think gaming nowadays is ridiculous and bullshit. I mean, all the DLC, you put a game in, as soon as you put a game in your console, I mean, you got a day one update. Come on, get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. You know, if I want to play a game, I want to put the game in, I want to play the motherfucker. I mean, I remember when I was younger, you put the card in, boom, you know, you played it. But then the games evolved, and we got disc-based systems, all disc-based systems now, no cartridge. And the Nintendo 64 was the last cartridge system, I believe. And so, but I mean, I'm just saying, I love retro gaming now. I mean, I've always loved it, but I've loved it more. I do want to get an Atari 2600 um, and start collecting for it. I'm going to go to a flea market around here to see if I can find some stuff. But I'll keep you guys updated, and thanks for watching.